Consider this read, and the gentleman is recognized for 5 minutes to explain his amendment.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Our nation faces a health, humanitarian, and national security crisis at our southern border. Make no mistake, this is a direct result of the Biden administration's dangerous immigration policies that favor illegal immigrants over the American people he swore to protect. By any objective measure, the immigration crisis is a serious threat to the safety and stability of our local communities throughout the United States. In July, Customs and Border Protection officers encountered more than 200,000 individuals crossing the border, which was the most of any single month since the year 2000. So far this year, CBP has already recorded more than 1 million of these encounters, and as you've heard here today, that is a grossly undercounted number because we know that many have gotten away and come across undetected. In late June, I traveled to the Rio Grande Valley with nearly 24 of my Republican colleagues to witness this emergency firsthand. It's difficult to overstate the tragedies taking place every day as weary, poor individuals, many of them children, are subjected to a treacherous journey at the hands of human traffickers. Each day of inaction from our federal government compounds this suffering with the toll felt not only by those seeking freedom, but also our law enforcement officials who've been forced to abandon their security duties to shepherd individuals to processing facilities. The impacts of this surge are also experienced well beyond the immediate vicinity of the border region. In late July, a busload of 80 Haitian immigrants was dropped off by Immigration and Customs Enforcement officials with no advance notice in Shreveport, Louisiana, which is the largest city in my district. ICE gave no prior notice to any local, state, or federal officials, local law enforcement, etc. I immediately contacted ICE for an explanation, and I was told that these individuals do not speak English, most of them, have no concrete plans upon arrival, and the rest. I was also told to expect many more busloads of migrants to be dropped off in Shreveport from many countries around the world in the days ahead, and they have been. I was just sitting here a moment ago, and I pulled up the notices that ICE sends me by email now because I demanded that they do so, and just since that time, I got an email on August 3rd, August 11th, August 17th, August 19th, August 21st, the 31st, September 3rd, September 9th, 187, at least 187 additional migrants from countries all around the world, Haiti, Cuba, Brazil, Nicaragua, on, have been dropped off in my city. This has been happening in cities around the country all year, and it is not a sustainable situation. My constituents did not volunteer to assist with the fallout of the Biden administration's failure to maintain the integrity of our southern border. To that end, my amendment would give states and localities the power to tell the administration they will not tolerate immigrants being dumped in their jurisdictions in the middle of the night with no notice from federal officials. My amendment will require the Department of Homeland Security to first notify and obtain approval from any mayor and his or her respective state's governor before immigrants are released into their communities. The amendment also requires the Department of Homeland Security to notify members of Congress when aliens are released anywhere in their districts. The administration is trying to pass the buck to states and localities to assist these immigrants, many of whom come to this country with nothing but the clothes on their backs, and many are not even able to speak English, have no concrete plans, etc. This is not the responsibility of these jurisdictions, and we cannot allow this or any administration to force them to act in their place. I urge my colleagues to support this amendment, and I yield back.